dangerous around here, isn't it? My goodness. So here we are. We're in Devil's Run, aren't we?
We are in Devil's
Run. It's
Starfall.
What was that? My goodness me. So we're in Devil's Run. It's part of the campaign, isn't it?
Yes.
Summer campaign.
Yes.
For Deadzone.
Absolutely. Deadzone is life.
Live. I'm a bit excited, I've got to say.
I'm very excited.
I think this is Bob Point from Bob Point Plays. Watch him. And I think something that you do at the centre of your gaming is you will also role play.
Yes.
A story as much as war game, isn't it? And I really love that.
Tell a story.
Tell a story. You know, he names the characters that are playing, and that's good. He actually has a practical option. I think you learn the models, you learn the stats and your abilities doing that. So there's a practical reason for doing it too. I think so. I'm trying to do it too. I'm copying in.
When you said excited, though, I'm a little bit scared.
Why? I know. It's more serious. Oh my goodness me! There's another one. Oh my goodness! I can see it.
It does look like it's something. It's
apocalyptic.
Devil's Run is very popular.
I don't know what went wrong.
No.
This was a fine place before, wasn't it? It's a fine place to come and settle.
I have no idea what went on.
I know. I have no idea.
Something bad has gone down.
That's it. Something's gone. The protocol's been put into place.
Yeah, containment protocol.
That's it. And your people, Foxes.
Yeah. Strike Force Fox.
They're not having that, are they?
No, absolutely. They are coming down
to kick some butt. My Nameless have just landed on the planet thinking, this is interesting. What's here for us to use? We just stay quiet too long.
The Nameless seem to be doing quite well.
Are they? In the campaign?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I already know that the Psychic
Of course,
yes. The Psychic knows what's going to happen. So we are going to play a bit of a different mission. We're going to start from corners like we always do, but we're going to run from objective. So that's going to be quite interesting.
Can you run?
No, my guys can run. Yeah, they've got tentacles. They're kind of silly.
Okay.
They're kind of.
There are some fire pets on there.
Yeah.
But
there are some, but
tentacly.
they're not the interesting ones to be honest, are they? No. So that's it. 200 points.
Yeah.
There we go. And I think the interest is more in what we're going to do for movement than actually shooting and killing each other. There'll be an element of that. Also, there's a landing point we're going for to escape to another area, and there's going to be a defending force from Maison Labs. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing there?
I'm very suspicious. Lots of conspiracy theories going on.
There are. All will become clear, I hope, in the future. Brilliant. Let's go. So, what have you bought, Bob?
Okay, so this is Strike Team Fox. Unfortunately, Fox doesn't appear today, but we are led by a Reb cell leader. Which
looks like a Rin.
It is the Rin.
Ooh, armour.
+1 armour.
Nice.
He's also armed with an energy shield.
Ooh.
Quite tasty.
Nice.
Although it's done nothing so far. Use it. Basic Teraton.
Great stuff. Can't be those.
Little wimpy fellow Teraton.
Yeah, but with a gun though.
With a gun.
With a good gun.
With a good gun. Craw.
Can't be. Love
blades,
Craw.
Obviously.
Yeah.
2 Indige, one's got some ammo.
Brilliant.
My Sorak has got a pistol.
Ooh.
Both of my Reb troopers have got frag grenades, because why not?
My goodness.
And we have the Grogan with onslaught cannon.
Gotta love, it's a bit of suppression.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reb sniper.
I have bought 200 points of Nameless. Brand new to me. I've played like one game with it so far, so it'll be great fun. I've bought a Psychotroid with its psychic nonsense. So we'll learn those rules as we go along. Troops, I've gone for small things. I've gone for little things for troops.
Good things come in small packs.
They do indeed. So we've got 4 scuttlers, which I think they're great. They hide behind things really well. And we've got horde and stuff like that. And Incas, essentially walking smoke grenades. Then we've got 2 assassins. What people are raving about assassins. I'm going to test that today. Are they that good? I don't know. I think they've got frenzy and they go really fast, and that's about it that I know about so far. So I'll learn more about them as we go along. A rifleman as well, with the triclinic shard, which aids with your mate's close combat. Then a terror, expensive, fast, good in combat, but not as hard as my last model, the ogre. A behemoth, a mighty crab creature, that shell, that carapace on the back forming an energy shield in itself. So there we go, a defender shield, in itself. So there we go. There's 200 points of Nameless. Recon roll then.
Is it 4 or 5?
I think it's 4 for you And 5 for well, it's your tactician.
Ah, okay.
Which I think is 4 for a secondary commander, isn't it, for you? Okay, go for it. Roll, and you've got a recon.
5.
That value of 5.
So that'll be 3 so far.
Oh goodness.
It's these Chinese dice. Yeah.
Pretty good.
3.
3. Ooh, and I'm 5 dice on 4s.
That'll be 3.
3.
So
So we roll again. Okay. Go for it again. The blue dice of doom.
2 so far with
2.
1 8.
Ooh.
2.
2. 4s required.
1.
1. So you win the recon.
Do win the recon.
Oh, what a swizz. So well done, well done. Which bit would you like? So here's the idea. We're going to start in these corners here. So 1 along there, 3 up there. And if you look, it looks kind of normal. We're going to start from these sides here. We're not going to start from opposing sides. We're not like that, are we?
No.
No, because the idea is to run all the way over here and get to this landing pad. And that landing pad is where the other objectives are going to be. But they're not going to be there at first, no. You have to get to these 2 cubes here. Can you see those ones there? You've got to get to those. And at that point, this will raise up like a lift.
Yes.
And then 2-point objectives will just appear on top of it.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do. So it's a race. It's a race, I tell you, Deadzone denizens. So you choose which side you'd like.
No other reason, but I'm standing.
Excellent. There we go. Perfect. Strike Force Fox has deployed. How have they deployed, Bob?
Okay, so I've moved down the board as much as I can.
Absolutely.
Into space. So Terraton Craw here, followed by Rin, Indige, and Sniper.
Ooh.
And Grogan and Reb Trooper at the back.
Excellent.
Guy up here on top is there to hopefully have a pot shot early.
Oh, you're leveraging your basic troop there, getting the height.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And then down below we have Terraton Shock Trooper Indige.
Ooh.
And
They move quick. They move very quick. So
only size 2.
Size 2.
Which is useful.
So I've put some squiddies down there and a couple of scuttlers. Love the scuttlers. I love the models. I love what they do. I've put the ogre at the back there with another scuttler because I love them. Then I've put the psychotroid there. And we've got assassins a little bit before the psychotroid, hoping to get off to a good start with a terror and a secret scuttler. Scuttlers are so small they can hide behind anything. Can you see him? There he is. I know. There he is. So there we go. There we are, all set up, ready for the off. Now you won the recon, didn't you? So you can choose to go first if you wish.
Yes, I shall go first.
Ooh.
Now, Splat's quite interesting.
Oh, they are actually for the new
Cell
Reb
leader.
post-outbreak lists, aren't they?
I'll just take the 1 there.
Okay.
And reroll, and we get a fight.
Excellent. So what have we ended up with?
So we have a Splat, we have an extra activation with extra dice, and we have extra fight.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to... Blimey, that's probably the 3 fights. I'm probably not going to want those, am I?
Not this stage.
Probably not at all. And actually, the extra activation I'll go for. The splat, which is to push people in a direction, is probably not one that I want at the moment either. So I'm going to reroll 4 of my 5 dice. Lots of... My goodness.
4 extra activations.
My goodness me. And an extra dice. Does your craw get scout?
It does get scared.
So your craw actually moves before we even start. And he gets a run.
2.
So he can get up that. There we go. So then you start.
And
And
then
you go up
I
another
start.
2. And you glide down towards the objective later. Well, there you go. There's a reason to use a
1, 2. So
craw if ever I heard one.
we're in here.
Very good. So my Inca has moved up there and actually uncovered a stun grenade, which I think it can. I don't know if it's a beast, but it doesn't matter. It can't use it anyway because it hasn't got a shoot stat. So that stun grenade will stay there for Bob to use on me later, and he moves into that square there and has dropped a stun grenade type effect with his ink sac. That's really cool. Then if he's killed, he gets another ink sac. That's exciting, isn't it?
Through this.
Ooh, Grogan, there we go. And say these smoke tokens made by Uncertain Scenery. I'll put a link in the description, as are these wonderful boards.
Oh, we have a medical pack.
Oh, we found a
we
Medipack.
have some
The Grogan has found a Medipack.
And some intel.
That's so you've got that's a victory point to start. Well done.
Well done, Grogan.
Victory point to start. Very good. So that's a pretty good set of finds, that is.
Move to there.
Going to move to there. He's going to run. Yeah, because the smoke's kind of stopped him firing directly, isn't it? Very good. My next Inca moves up a couple, and it's after his action. It's not actually an action, so it just says after they've had their actions, they can drop the smoke. Now, you'll notice from up there, can you see that these smoke tokens that Uncertain Scenery do are in a cross? It's on purpose, isn't it, Uncertain Craig? It's on purpose, so you can still put 4 models in that square nice and neatly using that cross. Indeed, I've got 4 of these extra activations, so I think it's time to use them. So, extra activation. So an assassin with that extra activation goes from this square here. Ooh, there we go, 3 along and hides behind there. And then I think I'll play another activation. There we are. A second assassin goes 1, 2, and then goes down into that tunnel there. I wonder if we can see him. There we go. Can you see him? There he is, hiding in the shadow, in the silhouette in the distance, hiding in the shadows. So I think I'll use another activation now. There we go. The Terror's moved 1, 2, 3 along there. Psychotroid is going to move 1. There we go. From there to there, and it's going to use its psychic power on the Terror. There it is. Try and move it a bit further. It's going to try and it won't move it a bit further. It still have to activate in turn. But I'm going to cast the I can't even remember what it invigorates it. Resurgence, I think it's called. Right. So it's going to need to roll. Now I think it needs to roll to hit. I think in the last game I played, because in the rules it says roll and then in brackets 2. Yep. I thought that meant you had to roll a 2, but that can't be true.
No, it's 2 successes.
Ah, there we go. I think that's absolutely fine. So let's see if we manage to do it. So I managed 2 successes. Yep. There we go. So that actually works. Yes, I think rolling a 2+ is just silly, so that's fine. So that is now no longer activated. So Terraton has teleported up to there and found some armor-piercing ammo. He has. Ooh, nasty. The Terraton has come into sight, and here's the thing you see. There are people guarding. Can you see? There are people guarding the landing pad. Maison Labs. So one of the guards here, look, that security guard, has seen the Terraton teleport up there. So our security master, Uncertain Craig, will roll the dice.
Yes, one security guard.
Excellent.
Will roll 3 dice. And he will get 5, 6, and 4. What is their statage?
Their statage is not good.
6?
It's 6s, I believe, to hit.
Should we just check?
Oh, it's actually a 5. There we go. So 2 hits.
That's a bit rude.
Indeed.
2 hits.
So it's like 4s or something. No problem. Bounces off. We're going to spend dice.
Which is extra activation.
Extra activation?
Yeah.
That's a bit.
I know. A bit cheesy.
It's a bit cheesy, a bit poor.
Yeah.
I'd say.
To use on my sniper, who's going to go 1. She's going to sprint up into this tower block here.
Into the tower block. Perfect sniper position. I'll start moving these scuttlers up. I'm going to move that scuttler 2 squares up there, like so.
1,
2, 3. Oh, he's going for the eyes on the prize, I would say. Eyes on the prize as the Terraton Shock Trooper is moving forward. And in return, this other scuttler is going to move that way. There's no need for me to do it in this particular game, but I just think it's good. It's good practice to put little guys into different squares, just in case there are mortars and grenades and things about. Though, actually, to be honest, you do have a grenade.
I do have a grenade.
We have a couple of guys with grenades, so I think that's just good practice. Indeed, has moved along. You know, they get a scout move too.
They do.
Yes, I think at the beginning, I think we should retcon that. I think he gets another move. I've got loads of stuff that I can do extra. I think it's only fair. You know, I've got a Psychotroid that can double activate people in the turn. There we go. I think it's only fair. There we go. We're still learning the game, aren't we? So there we go. Very good. The Rifleman is going to make his move. The only thing it can really hit, because I've put smoke in the way because I'm an idiot, is to where's the crawl? Can he point to the crawl all the way up there? Oh, look at him there. Can he be seen from here?
With the bob point.
Yeah, there we go. He points. So I'm going to shoot the crawl. And he's a close combat monster, so the Triclinic Shard might be useful. It's unlikely, though, that I'll actually hit, but that's kind of not the point with the Rifleman. So I roll 4 dice because I've got a hollow sight, and I'm rolling 5s. He's not that good a shot.
1-8.
1-8. Ooh, dear. Okay.
1.
1. So do you want to use your splat, by the way? Just
to
be sure.
Yes, I will use my
So,
splat.
so explain the splat and this new...
The splat for the Reb Cell Leader is to exchange the abilities around. So, for instance, with the Cruel Warrior, his survival is normally 6+, but he's got a 5 to 4+, so I can exchange them two around.
Perfect.
So,
So you're gonna save on a 4 rather than a 5, which is definitely the way to go.
And then we get two survives.
Easy. Zorak's moving up out of the trench. 2. Ooh, is he agile? Zorak. Oh no, that's Windage, isn't it? No, of course, he's gone up into there. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna move that there. See him. Ooh, there he is. Moving down into there, and then up there, like so. So what's he doing? So what was that move he was doing?
He's a Reb Trooper who's going to go.
He's dancing, I think. There you go.
And taking cover there.
Party animals, these Reb Troopers. Time to move the ogre, I think. And the ogre's going to move down into the trench, and then one more along, like so. And he's got a defender shield, so anything underneath him or on his square gets +1 armor. It's pretty cool, including himself as well. Reb Trooper getting across. That's it. Yeah, and it's so easy to be pulled out. I mean, I want to come over and do some duffing.
Right.
But it's going forward as well. There'll be because there's a bottleneck there.
Yeah.
There'll be a fight, I'm sure. There'll be a
fight.
fight. Scuttler's gone from the third square along there down again. It's filling up down there, isn't it? Oh, it looks good though. He's gone down there. I don't know if you can see him in the distance. Yeah, there you go. Inditch moving down the tunnel.
2.
Excellent.
He is agile.
He's agile, so he can move up for free if he wants.
Yeah, if he wanted. He's going to stay there.
Yeah, I think that's safe for him.
Yeah. Are you done?
I'm done.
So just Rin Nomad.
Rin Nomad.
Reb Cell Leader. Right?
We call him the Rid Nomad because it's the cool model.
And he's going to jump there.
Really love that model.
There we go.
Is that the end of the turn?
That's the end.
My goodness, did we shoot anyone?
No.
No, so we have no victory points so far. End
Just
of...
the one
Oh,
intel.
Oh, yes, you got intel, didn't you? So you are ahead, 1-0. God, it's hotting up, isn't it? You see, it's a race. It's a race. And as I say, we've created a bottleneck there, so we should see combat, I think, next turn.
I think pretty much so.
I think we will. Okay, so command dice. I didn't even use that extra dice as well, so that was a waste, wasn't it? But never mind. Okay, command dice for turn 2.
Force Fox, command dice. Lots of shooting, lots of dice.
Ooh, there's nothing wrong with that for you.
I'll keep one each of those and re-roll those 2.
Oh, interesting.
Find a splat. There we get a splat and we get an extra activation.
Oh, that's fair enough. Is that perfect, or is that just good? I think it's
close to perfect.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah,
I would be
9 out of 10.
maybe a move, perhaps, but I don't know what that's about.
3 shoots.
3 shoot. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. The splat's okay for me, but I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to take a couple of shots because they're okay. I'm going to re-roll the extra activation as well.
Okay.
I'd like a move, I think. I'd like a move or 2.
There you go.
There's a move. That'll do. A fight, maybe. And an extra dice, which I'll actually use this turn, I promise, guys.
Yes.
So I've got two sources of smoke.
Yes.
So if we use the one out in the open first, what should we say? 1, 2, 3 it goes?
It's 1 to 4 it remains.
1 to 4 it remains.
So it goes.
It goes, and the second one
goes.
So all the smoke's off the table as well. So because there's a sniper over there and some other good shooting, I think that rifleman's not for this world for very much longer. So I think that I'm going to utilise him before he meets a sticky end. So he's going to shoot up onto the crawl, who's in the same place. So he's going to do that now. So it's 4 dice. And I think I rolled pretty poorly last time. So let's see if I roll poorly again. 4 dice. Just 5s I need. So 2. There we go, 2 hits.
Okay, so I will splat.
Ooh.
I'd like him to
then he's got 4. Then he's got a 4 fight, hasn't he? So that's going to be your save now.
Survive. And there we go.
Excellent. So he's fine.
Yep.
So no damage at all.
No damage.
Ooh, lovely use of the new splat there. Well done. do. So I think I'll use a splat then.
Yep.
Try that again. Shall I go for the craw or shall I go for the sniper? Because I think the sniper is going to be very injurious to me. So I think I'm going to go for the sniper this time.
Okay.
This time I'm going to add another dice as well. There we go. Ooh. Another dice, because I forgot to do that last turn. It probably is a bit early in the turn for me to do that too, but it's your desperate measure, so I think I'm being influenced by my mess up last time. 5s to hit. 3. Ooh, okay, 3. Okay, that could be worse, I guess.
I'm going to have to use this dice because I think my sniper might bite the dust here. 6s. 3. And we get 1.
Ooh, 3.
That's
3 dice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sniper is no more.
Rifleman hasn't moved yet, so he's now going to move down to there. Actually moved him along one there. Grogan's going to shoot at the rifleman over there. Oh, that's quite a nice shot. Didn't think of that, did I? Look. Ooh. Firing lane in the apocalyptic
Onslaught
metropolis. Shoot a 5, wait to fire 1 for the Grogan. I like Grogans.
I'll do wait to fire.
Wait to fire? Nope. And the 8?
2.
2. Ooh, so 2. Okay. So I get 3. I do have resilience 1. It's a save of 5. Nothing. Ooh, I'll need something here.
Got it. An 8.
An 8. Oh my goodness. As though I wished for it.
And another 8.
Another 8, so that's fine. I'll leave it there. I am happy, but of course suppression is a thing, so I'll put those guys on their sides. So next, I'm going to... This Inca here, I'm going to move him into combat with this Sorak. Is there a method to my madness, I wonder?
Yes, I think
Sorry, Sorax is on a 6.
Yes.
My goodness, well, I miscalculated that, didn't I? So the Inca, hits on a 6. Is it a 6, though, or is it a 7? Incas are pretty bad at close combat. Let's have a look.
I'm going to survive, actually.
You're going to survive?
Yeah.
My goodness, that's very clever of you. 6. Okay, so 6s. Okay, so 6s to hit. Oh, I did charge as well, didn't I?
You did.
So I'm sorry. The concepts of an Inca doing anything, you know.
Oh my life.
My goodness, what's that?
2
What's
8s.
that about? 2 8s. Okay.
2 8s.
2 8s. That's
Yeah, you'll take
And
that.
you're surviving on a...
Surviving on 5.
5. Oh, okay.
I get 1, so I'm injured.
So you were injured. My goodness, that's a surprise and a turn up. So the Indish trooper is moving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So where's the Indish? Oh, he's in there. Good cover. Oh, I like that. So he's looking clear the way.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot the Maison Lab security guard there. Nice.
With some ammo.
With extra ammo too. Okay. So shall I roll the defence? I believe it's 6 for a security guard.
Okay, so we're shooting 5.
It is today because they're just NPCs. There is a roadblock for playtesting, really.
5s. So 2 so far.
Nice.
2.
2. Okay.
Nothing.
So that is dead. No victory points for them.
Nope.
And he's just out of the way, so you get there quicker. With the massive and amazing feat of strength of the Inca, I'm now going to go and help him with this scuttler that was around here somewhere. There we go. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. It was the Inca that moved last time. I moved the scuttler model, but we know it was the Inca. So the scuttler's going to go there. There we go. Thank you for that. Tectonic instability we were just talking about, weren't we, on Starfall at the moment. So good. So the scuttler is going to have combat. So it's combat between the scuttler and the Sorak. So I get an extra one for moving in.
Yep.
I get an extra one for having a friend.
Yep.
I'm also got a horde rule.
Okay.
So it's like a zombie. So you get an extra dice again.
And extra because I'm injured.
Oh, you're injured. My goodness.
This could be.
See, Bob is a gentleman player.
Absolutely.
This is a rare and very valuable asset I would put forward.
Let's see what. Oh my goodness.
Is it 5 or 6s to
need
it?
a
We'll
hand
soon...
to hold
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's a bit heavy. They are.
Oh gosh.
That's a lot.
Looks like a lot.
That's a lot.
It does look like a lot. What is he?
He's a scuttler.
He's a scuttler.
He's a scuttler.
Fights on 5.
5. So that's pretty blooming decent. So
Yeah,
we've
you
got.
missed with 2, but you've got.
I've got 2 8s. So which was the other one that missed? There we go. Don't see as well as I should. You see. So 5s again. Hopefully. 2 more. My goodness me.
That adds up to a total of 7 hits.
7 hits so far. It's like a blooming sniper rifle, isn't it? So, okay.
Saving.
Ready for the 8 train.
5s. Come on, 8 train. There's 1.
Ooh.
2. So, this needs a bit more choo-choo.
Bit more. Come on then.
No.
Oh, sadly not. So a dead Sorak.
A very dead Sorak. 2. 3.
Oh, the Teraton Trooper makes it to the victory point. So I think we need an engineer. If only we had an engineer here, because something's about to happen.
Do we need an engineer?
We need an engineer. There, I believe the struts are over there.
They are indeed. They are indeed. We shall activate the lift.
The lift is activated as the Teraton has found the initiation button control mechanism protocol console.
It's a bit stiff.
Readout keyboard tablets.
Yes.
It's a little stiff, sir.
Thingy. That's exactly. Up it comes. Uncertain scenery at its finest. Look. The whole thing lifts out. Look at that. In go the struts. Look at that. Okay, tell me if you're not impressed, and I will spurn you on the internet.
Flame War.
Flame War.
Flame War it is.
Flame War. I've got
Flame
flamers in my armies. There we go. In they go.
In. I should have put the grid out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, can we do that? That's a thing, is it? You can pull the grid out as well, can you?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know you could do that. Deadzone denizens.
There you go.
My goodness me, the grid comes out as well. Oh, I could just think what you could do with that. You stick some sort of liquidy thing down there with PVA glue over it. Look amazing, wouldn't it?
Well, there's an option for having sealed.
Yes.
There we go.
So there we go. So what we now do is we place 2 2-point objectives on that pedestal, and we can now go for those.
Yes.
Scutler's come up from down there by that ogre. It's come up over land, as it were. 1, 2. Sorry, it was under that one there. So it's gone 1, 2 to hide behind those stairs. Great thing about these Scuttlers is their profile as a model is so low they can hide just behind anything. They're brilliant.
It's building.
Nomad leader moving forwards.
And it's just going to sit. I'm going to take that bridge up.
Yeah,
Easy.
absolutely. He's going to sit. Probably see him through there. There we are.
You got him?
Ace. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm going to move the ogre. There. Up to join his friend. There. The Reb Trooper's just moved from outside of that building. He's run in to the same building as his leader. Is he in the same square as his leader now?
No, he's in the one square behind.
One square behind, so they're just backing each other up. So if there is a close combat, essentially the one can just pile in behind, can't he? Oh, he's going to spend extra activation. Oh, hate that mechanic.
I know. Whoever invented that. This guy is going to be the one they leave behind.
What is he?
He's a Reb Trooper.
Reb Trooper.
He's going to go 1, 2.
Ooh.
To here.
Yeah.
And then he's going to use his shoot dice.
Shoot dice.
And throw his frag grenade.
Oh, nasty.
Into the square with the...
Excellent. Nasty.
Yes.
This is a difference in diction. You see, in different parts of the Deadzone. Frag grenade. So you can see the square clearly, so it's just a 5 to hit. You only need 1.
And we go, where are those dice when I need them?
Oh, wow. Okay, so you hit. Well done.
So I've
now
hit.
roll to wound.
Now roll to wound. So it's 4 plus, isn't
4
it?
plus.
Frag 3. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. 2 hits so far.
2 hits.
With an 8. And another one. So 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay, so the squid-like being
Yes.
is 6s to save, I believe. And he promptly gets 0, so he dies, making squid-like
Patterns all over the walls.
inky things happen. There we go. So, hey ho, I guess, it's probably not that useful now as I'm moving everything away from that zone. Ooh. Again, another thing about this smoke token is, look, fits nicely onto half squares, half cubes above ground, which is quite cool. Okay, so he's sadly dead. So that's a victory point for Bob. And then the Scuttler, I think that's a 6 as well, isn't it?
wounded.
He is wounded. Yes, he is. There we go. So he's wounded. Brilliant. Well done.
And then
So he is wounded. He's been shot at. He's been wounded, but he's not been killed. He now gets to evade. He can move.
does he get blasted?
Oh yes, he gets blasted first. Yes, do that first. Absolutely.
So we'll start with one.
Oh, so actually he'll be pinned, so he can't do his silly move.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So what does he do? He goes down into
the.
Oh, down there. Oh, that's fine. So he's got something to land on.
Yes.
That's fine.
Certainly has.
There we go. So he goes there. So yeah. So I can't do evade because I've been pinned. But hey ho, I think it could have been worse. To be honest, for a frag grenade, I'm not going to lament that too much. Psychotroid is going to stand and shoot. He's going to shoot a psychic resurgence on that there ogre. That's what he's going to do.
Is that deactivated?
That'll reactivate him. Yes. Again, he has to wait his turn. However.
Yes. 4, 6, and 8.
Yep. So that's enough to do it. So that's fine. So that is now a reactivated, ogre. There we go. And I'm going to use a shoot dice to do it again. There we go. Oop, wrong dice. There we go. And I'm going to do it to the scuttler that's accompanying the ogre.
Okay.
Ooh, no, that fails. So there we go. So only the ogre is reactivated. So there we are. I'm effing and jeffing at the blooming Teratons, and I've got no right because I use them all the time, don't I?
Yes.
So he's teleported 1, 2, 3. They are ace. I really like the teleport rule, especially it's been streamlined in later editions. Really good. So that's gone nice and forward, getting ready to strike to the revealed objective. So the ogre is now going to take the opportunity to move up 1, 2, and charge directly into that Teraton. This is going to be a battle of titans.
Battle Royal.
Yeah. Can they even fit on the same square? I'll let Bob do that. Excellent. The ogre is not bigger.
No.
All he gets is an extra dice for charging. Okay. That's all he gets. He's 3s to hit. Okay. You're 4s to hit. Well, assuming you're fighting. I think it's your best statistic, isn't it? Yeah. You are AP1.
AP1.
I'm AP2. It doesn't really matter for you. That's still equal because I'm AP2 with extra 1 for my shield, and you're AP1. So it's really, we're pretty close apart from the difference in what I need to roll. Okay, so here we go.
Gosh, that wasn't a great roll.
That's not best. So 2 hits. That could have been better, to be honest. Yes. There you go. Your roll, sir.
On 4s.
What'd you get?
Goodness. 2 1s and a 3.
2 1s and a 3. Oh my goodness! No, you are tough.
Well, I am tough.
So you will take. So right, so you are tough. That takes that one away.
Yes.
I'm AP2, so that takes your armor away. So you take 1 wound.
Yes.
I think that's all. That's all you take.
Yes, that's all.
That could have been worse. In goes the craw. Very importantly, Bob has done the sound effects.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so
I feel like I can't move it without.
You can't. So this is a good. This is what they're built for, Craw, and that's to my mind is backing up Teratons.
Right.
So I get 4 dice because I'm bigger.
And I get 4 for just the charge.
For the charge, and you've got a mate there.
I've got a mate. So
there you go.
I'm on 4s.
You're on 4s to hit.
Combat blades.
Combat blades.
So
go for it.
1, I think that's
Yeah.
That's a better roll.
That's it.
And we'll re-roll this one. We'll take that.
What'd you get?
5.
5, my goodness.
And an 8. Sorry.
And an 8.
And an 8. Let me see.
Go on, re-roll your 8.
And there you go. So 6.
Oh, could be seeing the end of an ogre. 3s to hit.
Oh, my life. So you've got 3 so far.
3 so far.
With 2 8s.
With 2 8s. No re-rolls. But I shouldn't really complain if I'm rolling on 3, should I?
4.
So that's how many? 4 in all, is it?
Yes.
4 in all, and I've got 3 points of armour. So I should be fine.
Craw does best.
He was doing what the Craw does best, definitely. So it's my turn again now. Now, I'm being a bit silly here because I should be concentrating on the unactivated models you've got.
Yes.
What models do you have that are unactivated?
So we have 1 Indige down here.
Okay.
And that's it, actually.
Well, I actually say no, I'm going to go for this. There's an assassin down there, and he is within striking range. He's going to go into that square as well.
Okay.
So there he was in the tunnels, and he's come up above ground. He's going to leap. He's going to leap. He's got a jetpack and everything. So
Has he?
yeah, he's got a jetpack. There's nothing that gets in his way. So he doesn't need ladders or anything to get up. Is that? Oh, is he going to stand there? He is. There we go. Now, who does he attack? That's the thing.
He's got a choice.
I'm going to attack the Teraton.
Oh, what?
It's a silly idea,
Poor old Teraton.
but I'm going to do it nonetheless. Okay, so because I think he's wounded, so I think I need as many dice as humanly as namelessly possible. Dear, that was a terrible joke. Apologies for that.
I missed it.
That was really bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we didn't realise that was a terrible joke. You had to be. That's how bad it was. It stunned Bob Boyd. It stunned him. Okay, so I have so it's 3 dice. I charged,
Yes.
and I have a friend,
Yes.
and the Teraton is injured.
Yes.
So I thought, better have that extra dice. Okay,
3 and bigger, and I've got a friend.
you do. Okay, so it's only 5s for me,
Yep.
but I get frenzy 2.
2.
2. It's not that good, to be honest. Okay, but I do get 2 rerolls.
Yes.
We're seeing the end of me here.
Still.
So still 2. There we go. 2.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
So I'm on 4s.
4s.
What do we get? We get 2.
2.
That's disgustingly
Ooh, I've got to wait lucky there,
That is
I would say.
disgustingly bad.
Indage come up out of the trench.
Trench.
Out there, gone up to there. He's going to shoot at an Inca that's hiding behind there. Very good.
Yes. Seems the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think it is the right thing to do.
So we shoot on 5s. And we get 1.
1. 1 8.
1 8.
8. I need 6s.
No.
So he's
He's a wounded.
wounded. Look at my new wound tokens. Look at those. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I'll put that down there. There you go. So I've moved the scuttler 2 of these buttresses up, because each of those buttresses is a cube, so you can just see them peeping out from the buttresses there. So the one has just joined the square of the unactivated one. So at the end of there, I've got 2 more activations. So I've moved an a terror, down into the depths. There he is, poking around there. Very good. And an assassin is going to leap, for cinematic effect more than anything, from... Where is he? Where has he gone? There he is. There he is, that assassin. Do you see how they hide in the shadows? I couldn't even find him then.
It's first week of Assassin's School.
It is, isn't it? Leap through the air. Screech. That's the actual noise they make. And he's going to land on that.
Oh, he's on the phone, that mate on lunch.
Blimey. That's what he's going to do.
Say, yes.
He's going to do a combat now. So he is a security guard. Yes, so I get 3 normally and 1 for charging.
Okay.
So he is fighting on a
6.
On a 6. Okay, I'm fighting on a 5. I get 2 rerolls because I think I'm going to need them.
Just 1 so far.
Just 1 so far. So 2 rerolls for frenzy.
2.
2. Okay, better than nothing.
He's a lab guy. 3.
That. Luckily, I've got a point of armour. Otherwise, very
That would
embarrassingly,
have been embarrassing.
I would have. Yeah.
Some
I'm-
ordinary Joe there.
I'm going to fight. I can't have that.
Not having that.
And although I've just lowered my statistical possibility of winning as I have 1 less dice, but I'm still going to do it.
That's better.
There we go.
2 with an 8.
2 with an 8, so I get to re-roll the 1. I don't get to re-roll 2 because I only missed 1, so I get to re-roll that 1. That's a 5, so that's a hit, so, and I get an 8, so I get to roll an extra 1. This is going a little better.
There we go. 4.
There were 4. Okay, hopefully.
See the end of ordinary Joe.
Indeed.
Yes, just 1 from him.
1, so I've
he's
killed the
last
security
with us.
guard at last. Oh! Excellent. So now I'm going to play a move dice.
Yep.
And move onto the pad.
Yep.
There we go.
Claim the points.
Claim the points. And does he fight? So he is a Marine. He's just a troop type, but the Marine nonetheless. So he's a bit better. These are 5. That's right. I think he fights a bit better. So as I say, no victory points for killing these. These are just to stop a really fast rush army just leaping ahead and just winning automatically.
So 3 with an 8.
3 with an 8. So
And 1 miss.
1 miss. There we go. So I get to 1 miss, yeah?
We roll the miss.
We roll the miss.
Nope.
Nope. And the 8.
So 5's a hits, yeah?
Yep.
So that's 4.
4 so far.
Yes.
Is it 4, sorry?
Yeah,
4.
4 overall.
Brilliant.
2.
2. Ooh.
3.
3. So only at 4, so he's injured. Oh, well, there you go. So, because that's a contested square, I do not pick up the 2 victory points for that.
No.
There was one more scuttler in the tunnel, and he has moved over there into that hole to collect a victory point. At the end of turn 2, we've got 4 victory points, is that right?
Yep.
We've not killed a lot of each other yet, but we are getting into it now. I mean, to be honest, I'm not disappointed at all. We've shot at each other. We've been doing good close combats.
Pretty good fight.
And that's a cinematic. That's why we're here, I think. A cinematic fight over there. And lots of action as well. So how many is that for deaths?
So it's 3 victory points there for death.
Death and 1 for a victory point. And then you killed an Inca of mine, which is 1 victory point.
Yes.
Yep, and that's a contested one, isn't it? So 1 for the previous turn.
So it's 4-2.
4-2, brilliant.
To the Nameless.
Right, on to turn 3. Command dice.
Okay, we like splats.
Oh yeah, you do like spats.
I'll have to think about the 5.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I will re-roll the... No, I won't. I'm going to keep that.
Okay. Oh, so you like those?
Yes.
Ooh, interesting. So this car. Ooh.
2 fights.
2 fights, 2 extra activations. Ooh. I'm going to re-roll one of the activations, one of the fights, just to see what there is that's more interesting, really. There are people on the internet right now screaming, going, no, that's the perfect, you could win the game in 1 turn with the combination you've got there, but no, I'm going to do it anyway. We'll go for a splat. We've not used the splat this time so far this game, so I'm going to use that just to illustrate it, and extra activation. Well, point finished first, so he activates first.
I do. So I'm going to activate my crawl.
Crawl goes first.
I want to kill the assassin.
Ooh, he's going to go for the assassin. Now that's interesting. Okay.
So I believe I just get 1 extra for a friend.
And I get 1 extra for a friend. Have you got ceremonial blades?
I do have ceremonial
Ooh, so you get a frenzy.
Frenzy, yeah. So 5-4.
5-4.
So frenzy. 3.
3, that's not too bad. And I am only fighting on 5s, but I get 2 rerolls. So let's see if this is a thing.
Oh dear.
So I've got
You've got 6 and an 8.
6 and 8. Oh, okay, so that's right. So I'll re-roll the 2 ones first for my frenzy. Still needing 5s.
Yeah. There's 4 hits.
There's 4 hits, and then
the 8.
And then the 8. So we'll re-roll another dice. I don't know why. Is it unlucky? I don't know. I think it's just better for the illustration. So nothing. Okay, so I get 4.
It's my 3. So
And I'm AP1, but you don't have armour.
No.
So I just beat you by 1, don't I?
Yes,
So you're just
you
wounded.
do.
Well, point. He's throwing a fight dice at it.
Yes,
he won't give up. There's no giving up here. Okay, so it's 3, 1 extra dice, and you're wounded this time. So I do get an extra dice there. So that's okay.
4.
I was a bit lucky last time, though. So I get where he's coming from.
2 with a frenzy. 3.
3. Okay, so I've got 5 dice, 5s to wound. Just kind of drag you down the 5s, but you know, I don't think everything should be a 4 if it's a close combat monster. I actually think, you know, part of the art is how you calculate these things.
Got 1-8 so far.
1-8 so far, so I'm going to re-roll the 2 for frenzy.
So
It's another one,
2 hits so far.
and I've got an 8. Is that another 8?
It is.
My goodness.
So 3 hits so
3 hits so far. So,
Fortunately.
so how many
we
did you
draw.
get? Drew.
Three.
I got away with that one. So it's, yeah.
I'm going to use an extra
Was that,
activation.
okay.
Early on.
Scuppered my plan.
Indige on the Inca.
Shoot the Indige is going to shoot the Inca again like he did last time, which is wounded the Inca, isn't it? So yeah, fair enough, I say. So you're shooting within 1 square of smoke.
Yep.
So you're -1 dice.
Oh dear. This was a bad decision, wasn't it? And there's 1 hit.
1 hit.
Might be enough. No, I suspect a 6 will.
6 will save him, so he's fine for the moment. So my activated model can use a splat, and that's what I'm going to do. Use a splat. Now the splat. You might want to read this just so I get it right. Okay. I believe I can move a model directly away from me.
Which
from the
Psychotroid.
That's right. Not the Psychotroid. It's the activated model, which would be the ogre.
Sorry, who's your leader's splat though?
Yes, yeah. The leader generates the splat, but even if a leader dies, the splat can still be used. Yeah. So the activated model is the ogre.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm activating the ogre, and then I'm going to move the Teraton away from me. So if we read how that works, because it's only like the third time I've ever used it.
Choose one non-pinned enemy model within 2 cubes and move it 1 cube directly away from the active model.
There you go. There you go. So you move it away. So wherever I am and wherever he is in my cube, he's moved one directly away.
Ooh, that's a dead assassin.
Here we wish. And
but you can't actually stand on there.
So that's fine. So he'll probably go down to the next level.
Yeah.
He won't be injured. It's only one down.
Yeah.
So he's left combat, essentially.
Yes. I'll just dangle him.
That's it.
Down there.
Very good.
This is very precarious. Yes, there's lots of dangling going on. I don't fancy McCraw's chances.
No. Well, he's just left, so there is a combat now.
Okay.
So is there anything more that's readable there?
If the model executes with enemy and models, it will initiate a fight. Models in an occupied cube, it must break away to leave.
Here we go.
So the models and mods are activated. If it's not already, you may use a maximum of 1 special result per activation. Models with the constructor vehicle rules are unaffected.
There we go. So he breaks away, and as he's breaking away, he can only defend. Yes. And I have a tenacious rule.
Okay.
So if we read the tenacious rule. So tenacious roll.
One less die for breakaway.
Right, so essentially I'm ripping up the dice. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I get 3 dice for being doing things.
Yep.
For doing stuff. Okay, that was a thing. I'm losing it. Okay, I have a friend.
You do.
The Teraton is injured.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Okay.
Is that enough?
That is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not charging. That's right. But you're 1 dice down.
I am. So I'm on 2 dice.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 3s.
Oh dear.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's everything.
That's everything, isn't it? And an 8. Okay. That's okay.
No.
2, so no. So that's
Justify?
5 justified hits. Okay, so on 2 dice.
2 dice.
2 dice.
5s. So 1 so far.
1 so far.
2.
Ooh, 2.
So that takes away 2.
2 takes another 1 for tough.
I am tough.
Yep.
And 2. So
2.
He's down to his last wound, isn't he?
Yeah, and I am AP 2. So there's no armor.
No armor. Yes.
Yeah. So he's down to
1 wound.
1 wound. Oh, so I didn't kill him.
Not quite.
So well done. So the ogre now must. Well, doesn't have to attack, but is going to.
Yes.
Would you believe you can not attack if you're in the same? You can just stand there saying hi to the guy.
Yes. Yeah.
If you really wanted to. Okay, that's right. So 2, an extra dice for being bigger.
Yes.
An extra dice for having a friend.
Yes.
Is the craw wounded?
Yes.
Okay, so an extra dice for having a wounded craw. Great. So 3s to hit. The craw fighting, I'm assuming.
He is fighting.
3s to do anything to him. Oh dear.
It's 4.
4. Okay, that could be worse, I guess.
Any rerolls on that?
No rerolls. Okay. That's your only weakness for an ogre, and that's not many weaknesses. Fighting on 4s. With frenzy 1.
That's 3.
Ooh, that's not bad, is it?
Still kills him.
Oh, does it kill him?
You've still
Oh,
got 4, have you?
yes.
Yeah.
For activation, there we go, like so. And the terror that's down in the bottom there is going to leap up onto the Teraton, who's in there. Can you get him from where you are? There we are.
Here, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit tricky to.
He's got 3 to do it, so he can essentially goes up to there, over there, and under there.
Yeah, just physically getting.
Yeah, getting him in. Yeah.
Seems to be a problem.
Yeah.
I'll just pop him there.
Yeah, probably.
if
Yeah,
that's
that's the best way.
know
Yeah.
where he
Good.
is.
Okay, so the terror is only size 2 though,
all right. Okay.
so you do have an immediate advantage.
I do.
I am charging.
You're injured.
I'm uninjured. That's right. So I'm charging, and you are injured. So I get 2 extra dice.
Yep.
You get an extra dice though, because you are bigger than I am. Okay. What does a terror hit on? I don't think it's 3s. Maybe 5s again.
Terror is on 4s.
4s. Okay, that's not too bad.
That is. 5.
Oh well, look, that came in right, didn't it? It's lucky it's 4s.
Okay, so 4s also. I have 3 so far.
3 so far. It does actually get frenzy as well, but it's not relevant.
Yes. 4.
4 against
5.
5. So you're tough. So nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. There we go. I'm going to fight.
Again?
Yeah. But it's a dice down.
Yeah. Brave thing to do.
Brave thing to do. I could lose the terror here, but I think you've got to go for it. So once that Terraton's up, he's going to strive for the end zone, isn't he?
Yes, he's very wounded. 1.
1. Frenzy. Does he get frenzy? Does he get frenzy? And does he get anything else while you're there? I think he's resilient too.
He's resilient and he's frenzy 1.
Frenzy 1.
Happy 2.
Nothing. 1. Ooh, this could be bad, couldn't it?
The Terraton's big moment. 4s. 3.
And I'm mass 2, so I'm injured.
Yes.
With only 1 left. Ooh, should we leave him up there for the moment? Yeah. Ooh, well that might have been a mistake. We've got an extra activation. I'm going to... Now, this is silly, really, because the assassin should be moving forward. Do you know I'm going to do it? Actually, I am going to move the assassin forward. The assassin there is going to move 1, 2... Because we've decided you can't just get up onto that platform, haven't we?
Yes.
You decided you've got to get up onto there, and then he's going to go there. And that is a different square, isn't it?
It is.
So that's fine. So that's where he's going to stay.
He's got to move a 3 as he's
move a 3. He's a fast blighter. I'm going to move him back there. So he's in cover. Reb Trooper is coming up onto the rooftop.
He's going to throw a grenade.
He's going to throw onto the ogre.
Yes.
Wow, that's lots of frag 4. So it's 5s to hit.
This is 5s to hit. That doesn't appear to be a hit.
Okay, so that scatters. So it could scatter onto us guys fighting in the...
So I'll start as 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Then clockwise 2. So into an empty...
Oh,
Right down to the bottom.
It actually goes down to the bottom onto your scuttler.
oh. So it could well get a scuttler. There we go, fair enough. So frag 3. 4s to hit.
2.
2. And 6s to survive. Oops.
2.
2. Oh, wow. That was lucky, but he is scattered about.
Yes. 6. So
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it comes back
Oh,
this way.
good. So at least he isn't
Into a wall.
into a wall or anything.
No.
That was jolly lucky for that scuttler. Wow. So I'm going to use that scuttler because I think that scuttler could die this turn quite easily. So could you move that scuttler for me into the combat with the terror?
Yes.
So I might as well use him because he can only move 1 anyway because he's pinned. So he's not going to strike for the end zone.
Just pop him on
That's
top.
it for the landing pad.
Yep.
So he's going to go straight into there. So it's a scuttler. He's only size 1, so you get an extra dice to start with. Okay. So 3. He has a friend.
Yes.
He has charged, and he's got the horde rule, so he gets an extra dice for that.
And I'm injured.
Oh, you are injured. Oh, you see, I wouldn't do very well at the tournament, would I? Unless I was playing a gentleman like Bob.
No. Fighting on
5s.
Crikey.
1, 2, 3.
It's like 4 to me.
4. My goodness.
4s. So it's 4, isn't it?
Yeah. You have got armour and...
we're on 3.
3, so yeah, you survive that easily.
4.
Yeah, you've got armour and tough, so you're fine. Oh, yeah, you are a Terraton.
Could beat him.
You were absolutely, yeah, fair point. So, playing extra activation. And there's a scuttler there, can you see him? And again,
He's practically in there already.
Exactly, there are Reb troopers all over the place, so I'm going to get him out of there and into that combat.
Okay.
Because there's still room, because I guess that's the good thing about the terror is that, yeah, exactly the same. And he goes, is that where to drop him?
Yep.
Poink, there we go. Poink, that's a combat screen that the Nameless do. The language is difficult to fathom. So it's the same again, isn't it? So it's 3, 1 for mate, 1 for injured, 1 for horde, 1 for charging. There we go. 5s. Oh, I was actually quite lucky last time. So.
I think it's deserted you this time. Andy.
That's not working this time. 2. So will you be fighting,
I
perhaps?
certainly shall.
I think you might be.
4s, and we are not too good ourselves, but we've got the 2.
2.
To make the draw.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Hangs in.
Hangs in there. Very good, very good.
Terrible for him to die.
That'd be pretty bad.
To a scuttler.
Right, so the Indige, say that again. He's Indige, yeah, he's turned into a sniper.
It's turned into a
nice to be
sniper. He's
killed.
going to shoot the assassin.
Okay.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Absolutely absolutely no assurance that this will work. So we will go with shooter 5.
5.
Oh,
Oops, a daisy.
What are we on so far? We're on nothing so
Not
far.
so far.
And we're starting nothing.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Well, I'll have another shot.
Oh, do you see this?
It's gotta
Rebel
work.
underhandedness.
Gotta work on the
Deadzone
averages.
denizens.
There's one so far, which
One
is
so
an
far.
8.
Ooh.
Just the one.
Just the one, okay, so I need to... I've got armour, so I should be fine, so I won't
okay.
need to roll. Running out of models here, can you see I've got my hand down a tunnel? Oh, there's a Saturday night for you. And 1, 2, along under there, and then he's going to pop up a level there. Like so, trying to make towards the platform. Ooh, Teraton is teleported, as they do.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Frenzy 1.
Frenzy 1. Ooh, this is going to be short.
What size are you?
I'm size 1. So you get an extra dice for that. So you've charged. So you've got 2 extra dice. Exactly. And I've got Frenzy 2, and really and I've got Armour 1, and that's my only thing, really.
To fight on a 5. 4.
Ah, that's clever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit clever.
Fighting on a 4.
Because
Come on.
Teraton shock troopers are actually really good at defending.
Yes.
I can't,
Okay, there we go. There's 4 even. But
4.
with Frenzy.
Yeah.
5.
My goodness, this could be short, this.
Oh dear.
Nothing so far. Frenzy 2.
Oh dear.
It's dead as a doornail.
Dead.
Take him away. 2 victory points for you.
Thank you, sir.
Very good, well done. Okay, so this young gentleman here, because they are, he looks like a crab. That doesn't mean he's horrible.
No.
He's not bestial. They're intelligent. He's a gentleman. He's actually very nice to people. He's going to just move 1 down there into cover, because the whole of the human race is after him at the moment. Look, they're all following him all over the board, so he's going to move down there. Very good. And then finally, the Psychotroid is going to move forward 1, like so. Like that. There we go. And Psychotroid, is the Psychotroid moved already? No, he got pinned right at the beginning, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then he's going to, let me see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to attempt to reinvigorate the ogre. So 3 dice, 5 to hit. Yep, so that the ogre is reinvigorated, and I'm going to spend a shoot dice to do it again. And this time I'm going to reinvigorate. Ace. I'm going to reinvigorate a scuttler.
Okay.
Because I like scuttlers. That's literally the only reason, and that has worked.
It has worked.
Okay, good. Scuttler first is going to attack the Teraton. Excellent. So I get 3 dice,
Yep.
+1 for a friend, +1 for an injured, and +1 for horde. Okay, 5s to hit. 2 with an 8, is that?
3.
3.
Another 8.
Oh, is that another 8? Ooh.
3.
3. Okay.
So I'll be on 4.
Really unlikely to actually injure you.
3.
3, so you're absolutely fine. And the ogre is going to go bang, bang. There.
Interesting.
There we go. And he's going to stand there, looking resolute and looking menacing, essentially, yes. Selfishly, just because I finished moving, I thought, well, that's it then.
It's all over.
It's all over.
Okay, so...
So to be honest, I've moved 2 models there and completely illegally.
Okay. I'll move my leader. I'll go 1 to there. He will go on to there. Yes, he will. And shoot.
Ooh.
Shoot this little scuttler thingy.
Ooh, hey, very good. Shoot the scuttler.
Unfortunately,
It's going to be 4s at least, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not.
Because he's a leader.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
Oh, well, lucky me. That is very lucky.
My little fella here will run here to here. and join him. So that's just a reposition.
Thank goodness for that, says the little scuttler down there.
Absolutely. And my Grogan. It's the worst thing in the world to move Grogan.
Yeah, because you always want them to shoot, don't you?
1, 2. He'll go to here.
Very good.
And that will conclude.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So into turn 3, how many victory points is it?
It's 5-4 to the Nameless.
5-4 to the Nameless. So again, as you've just observed, I spent a lot of time trying to kill a Teraton.
Yes.
Failed.
Yes.
So
He's a very tough Teraton.
Tough Teraton. Meanwhile, Bob's forces have been moving towards the objective.
Trying to sneak along.
That's what they've been, and I think successfully so.
Yes.
Successfully so. So I've kind of stuck in a big grand melee here.
Yeah.
The Teraton is proving, quite rightly for all those points, very difficult to kill. Turn 4, let's do command dice.
That's extra activation. The paint's come off the dice. Then let's shoot a move. I'm going to re-roll their extra activation.
Yep.
And I get the splash.
Ooh, that's not too bad. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's... I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to re-roll one of the shoots, because I like the splat.
Yep.
I think that could be really useful for me this turn. Remove. Okay. So I'm going first now. We've got this grand melee, this pell-mell battle down there. All the models that are around it are actually in that square.
Yes.
There's 4 points of my model in that square, desperately trying to kill one Teraton. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play a splat to move him away from combat, giving everything in there a free hack, essentially. So that's what we're going to do.
That is nasty.
Yeah. So what we got? We've got the Terror first. The Terror will have a go first, okay? The Terror is not bigger. So you are bigger, so you do get that.
Yes.
Okay, I have a friend.
You do?
That's it, and that's it.
But I can only survive.
You can only survive.
Okay.
So 4s to hit.
That looks like 3 with an 8.
3 with an 8. So re-roll for Frenzy. Yep. And re-roll for an 8. Yes. 5.
Hitting on 4s.
Or was that that's 4? 5, yes, 5. Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
5s then to survive.
Nice. Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh, he's very...
Oh, is that... Did I get him?
Very...
Oh, my goodness me.
He's very...
Terror.
The Terror.
Victorious. So now the Terror has to activate because he's used that splat. So he's leapt over. He is injured though, but he's leapt up out of that hole. It's very cinematic again, very Aliens-like. Onto the Rin leader.
Oh,
There we go.
sorry.
No, it's right. We're fighting over dice now. I don't know. So I charge and I'm big.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so that's it. That's what I get. And you get an extra one because I'm injured.
Oh, marvellous.
Because I think your Teraton did injure me, didn't it?
He did.
Quite severely, actually.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what I get.
I'm going to use my splat.
Oh, very good.
Oh, good. What's he fighting on?
4s.
Yeah, so 2 4s and an 8.
An 8. So re-roll an 8. Yep, and re-roll for Frenzy.
So 4 hits.
4 hits in all.
I'm using the splats.
Oh, very good.
So I can fight on 4s.
Fight on 4s.
And I'll put the extra dice in.
Ooh, this could be... The Terror could be seeing the end.
Not with my dice rolls.
Oh.
Not with my dice rolls.
How many's that?
I only get the 2.
So I got
3.
3. So he's not dead, but
Isn't
injured.
dead. He's got armour though.
Oh, that's right then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless you've got-
I am AP 1.
Okay, I've got energy shield. Then.
Oh, so you roll extra.
So I roll 3 dice on 6s,
That's right.
which will negate. There we go.
That's it. So are they always defensive then?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really a good item. Well done for buying that one.
Yes.
Shot from the Grogan. I
Through
think.
the building.
I think. I can see that. You know, it doesn't look obvious from here, but it's any little bit, no matter how small.
I can definitely see some purple.
And if you can see, then that's a fair shot. So that is absolutely fine. So that's a fair shot.
Yep. So I shall take said shot.
Take said shot.
With his onslaught Kitchen on 5s.
With a reroll as well.
With a reroll. With weight of fire, yes. That is 2 so far with an 8.
Ooh.
The reroll gives me another 8.
Oh!
So the 2 8s give me 4 hits.
My goodness me.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, did you get any rerolls there for your weight of fire?
Weight of fire, yes.
Oh, you've done that. Let's go. 4s for me. 1, 2. 2, and I've got 3 armour, so I'm fine for the moment. But I am pinned. There's no wrong with that.
Yes.
So he's on his back. So he's tired of having his rest now. He's going to get up, because he can only move 1 now in the turns. He's going to move in with the Teraton Shock Trooper. Yep. He's had enough of Teratons today. Doesn't like them anymore. No. So he's going to have a go. So he's only 4... Actually, he's bigger now, isn't he? I think Shock Troopers are only size 2.
They are.
So 5 dice,
yep.
I think. 3s to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. No rerolls.
Oh dear.
But you get Frenzy 1.
I do get Frenzy 1. I'm on 5 though. Frenzy and the 8. No.
Okay.
How many was that for you? 4?
4.
To 3. So
AP 2.
Yeah, that gets through the armour of 1.
Mm-hmm. Is he tough?
He isn't tough now.
Oh, so he's died. And then I'm going to move 1.
Okay. I wonder which way.
Onto there, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm frightened of assassins now. I had great hopes for assassins before I started. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me how to use them better, because they're okay, but they've not wowed me.
No,
not wowed me.
Is that a regular Maison?
Yeah, he's a Maison Labs Marine in the troops
Marine.
list. Yeah,
Okay.
so he's 5 across the board, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so 3. He's bigger. He's moved in, and he has a friend.
And he's injured.
Oh, is he injured as well?
Guy's injured.
I really have to remember that. Is that a weakness in my play, do you think? That I never, ever remember that anyone's injured? So if anyone ever plays me at a tournament, remember from YouTube that I never remember when your character's injured.
I've never seen so many ones.
That's a lot of 1s.
It's still 3 hits.
3 hits and an 8.
3 hits?
3 hits.
No frenzy or anything?
No frenzy.
5.
I probably deserve that.
Oh, my life. 2 1s and a 2.
Well, he dies.
He dies.
Oh, some fire's being rained, is it?
Yes. I don't think we can claim.
Nope.
Fiery death.
Fiery death?
Yes.
Ooh.
So this guy...
Right, what's he?
He is just a Reb Trooper.
He's a Reb Trooper. I never underrate a Reb Trooper, me, though. Okay, and who's he fighting? Is there anything in between me and him?
There is, I think there's...
Thank goodness for that, because we're worried, aren't we? I think if a sniper got up onto here and had the range, ooh,
We're rather tasty.
yeah.
Okay, so 5s. That'd be just on the assassin.
And the assassin has armour, so he's fine. So, the Maison Labs. Look, there's 2 security guards there, hiding. They're going to move up, and they're going to open fire. I think, what do we think? Do we think 1 on each of them?
1 on each.
1 on each, okay. So, yeah, up to there. Very good. Very good. So, would you like to roll that?
Ah, sure.
Excellent. So, it's an open shot. I believe the assassin has the stealth skill, is that right?
He does.
So, he can't be open shotted.
Okay.
That's what that means.
So, first shot on the assassin.
On the assassin, so it's just 3.
Nothing.
Lucky
On
me.
6s, isn't it?
Good. And the ogre, plus 2 dice. Hits on 5s.
Oh, 5s. 2.
2. And he's got 3 armour, so I was very lucky.
Yes.
Cool. What was the thought there? Sorry, so oi, Hank. What was...
Hey, Ed, it's our tea break, surely.
Do you know, I think it is.
Let's go.
I don't think we're being paid enough, do you? Yes, I think you're right there. So the assassin, in reply to a cup of tea, moves from there to there, and is going to try and eat the Maison Lab security man, who I think fights on a 5. I fight on 5s. Same size, so just 1 extra dice. I've rolled better.
That'd be nothing.
Yeah, I've rolled better than that.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've got Frenzy 2. But still, I've rolled better than that. I've rolled better than that.
That's interesting.
I've rolled it. Now, would it be justice?
If there's an 8 train here.
Yes.
Okay, grief.
What's going on? What's...
We've not rolled above a 4.
My goodness
We've
me.
got 12 dice there.
Wow. He obviously wants that tea. So pathetic. I'm going to burn a splat.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm going to burn a splat to knock that expletive from the top of there, and I'm going to force him to fight a defensive battle. So I'm only 3 dice now, though.
Oh dear. Well, you can't die from it. So
No, that's right. So he can only defend.
Yes.
3 dice. 5s is enough. So that's 1 5.
Yeah.
I get to re-roll twice.
3.
3. Okay.
1.
1.
So he'd be dead.
He'd be dead. Thank goodness for that.
Or,
Yeah. Or he makes height and starts shooting down on those guys if he can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or he goes towards the prizes. I know what I'd do.
I'm not going to shoot them
Yeah.
up, I don't think.
Nah.
The trouble is,
I'd go up and start taking people out.
Yeah.
Because he can take the scuttler out really easy.
Yeah. Although I can't see either of these because they're down in the building here.
Oh, that's, yeah, fair point.
That's the point.
Yeah.
What we can do though is go 1, 2 up to here,
Ah, then you get a clear shot.
and then I get a clear shot, but I haven't any dice yet. So that's we've got to imagine he's down there.
Yes, good. Wounded, lowly, forgotten Inca is going to move twice to there. Hide. Ooh, the Indige is going up. He's going to use his special agility rule
He will shoot
to move up another one for free, because he can do that. He's going to shoot down 6. See, it's 6. It's actually quite a long way on a board.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Cool. And on to whom?
Onto the assassin.
On to Assassin. So it's a stealthy. He's stealthy, but you still get an extra dice for being on height.
So that's 3 hits.
3 hits. So if I was thinking tournament-wise, what I would have done is left him there till the end of the turn,
Yep.
and then moved him at the end. You see, if I was very clever at this game, that's what I would have done. What I've got to do now is take all the shooting for the rest of the turn, because I'm not clever like that. 5s.
So 2 with an 8.
2 with an 8. How many did you roll?
3.
3. Ooh, oh, he's got armour, so he's fine. Yeah. Rifleman has rested enough. He's going to go up to there. Into there. Oops. Ooh. Tectonic issues again. And he's going to shoot. There's nothing on the floor, is there? At the moment? No. So he's going to shoot across there.
Oh, there is an Indige down here.
Is there? Yeah. Oh, so he's going to shoot down at that there Indige. So +1 for height, +1 for hollow sight.
Oh my god.
There we go. So only 5s to hit.
Yeah, that'll be 3 with an 8.
3 with an 8.
4 with another 8.
With another. Ooh.
4.
4. 4 in all.
Saving on 6s. That'll be him dead.
Dead. Ooh, that was lucky. The Rin. Oh, he's right. So he's not going to do anything.
No.
Because there's no reason for him to actually combat.
Well, no. I think I'm going to. I don't particularly like doing that. I'm going to fight.
You can. Yeah.
No, I'm going to fight because you're injured.
Yeah.
I've got a friend.
Cool. The other thing that you could do, I'm not saying you do it,
Yep.
because you would have to take defence.
Yep.
Is you could leave, go up onto there, get a clear shot down from height.
But he's got a friend in the square, so I'd lose 2 dice.
Oh, yeah, that's a
got a
good
friend
point.
in the
Yeah,
square. I'm
fair
gonna
point.
fight.
Fair point. He's going to fight. Okay, fair enough.
I'm fighting
Okay,
on 5s.
he's fighting on 5s. You have a friend.
5 dice.
Okay, and what
you're
is
injured.
right? So I'm bigger, so I get an extra dice. Yeah, good.
On 5s. And that wasn't a bad decision because
That's
there's
all right.
4 hits.
4 hits. How many? 4. I can hardly count that high.
And you get 2 back.
2 back, and I have frenzy 1.
2 back.
2. I have armor of 1. Is that right?
1 wound.
It's 1 wound. I think that kills him.
He's size 2, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got 1 left.
Has he got
He's
1
only
left?
got 1 wound on him.
Oh, I thought you did 2 to him last time. I think you did 2 to him.
Okay, I
think you
can't
did.
remember that. I'll take it.
I think you
I'll
did.
take it, but
I think you
can't
did.
remember. The video will not
The
lie.
video won't lie, but I think you did 2 to him.
Okay.
I think he's down.
Very kind.
So he's dead. He's dead. If not, to be honest, I think his mate would have killed him anyway.
Yes.
Because he's rolling essentially the same stats.
Yes.
So I think he would have been dead in the next roll anyway. So the So the scuttler from down there is going to join his friend. The friend's not going to fight first because I wouldn't get the horde, would I?
Nope.
That would be a silly move. So 3 charge plus friend plus horde. There you go. 5s to hit. That trooper. They never rule out a trooper. So it's 1, 2, 2. Oh well, could be better. Could have been better.
6. Nothing in.
Oh.
I think it's a dead trooper now.
Oh my goodness.
Plus 1 for a
That's
friend.
it. So the remaining scuttler in that square goes up to the gantry, down onto the square there. It's not a very fair fight. I'm going to go for the normal trooper.
Yep.
I don't like his chances against the rim with his armour and his energy shields and stuff like that. So I get +1 for charging. You get +1 for having a friend. 5s to hit.
3 with an 8.
3 with an 8. My goodness, that could have been worse.
3.
3.
So 6 is nothing.
Nothing. Oh, so it actually kills him. Cybertroid's getting a little bit left behind, so he's going to move 2, which means he can't shoot. And he's gone down behind that building there, down into the tunnel system. Can you see him? There he is. And he's going to use a shoot dice, and he's going to try and invigorate that there scuttler. Oh, no. Yeah. He's going to have a go. 5s to hit. And he fails. So that's it. Okay, and I'm going to just use 1 movement to move him onto the victory point. End of turn
4.
End of turn 4. What's the victory point total now?
So let's look. You've got 10 through deaths.
Yep.
11, 12, 13, 14,
1 down there.
15. Adding on to 5. My sons makes 20.
Oh!
I gain
I make 20.
3 with 4 for
4. You
7.
killed the terror. That was 3. Yeah.
Yes.
7. So
20
you're
to 7.
20 to so we win 20 to 7.
A win for the Nameless.
A win for the Nameless.
Starfall made
Oh.
4.
Yes.
The plague have been raging high according to the list.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah.
They have.
The Veermen are catching up, but not much.
They may not do too bad. They're already there, aren't they, on Starfall, apparently?
Are they?
They've already
Ah, so they're indigenous. So the Nameless make it to the landing pad, and sadly the Rebs dropship
quit the field.
quit the field. They've had to retreat, and they've called off the evac by the dropship. Sadly, it's had to fly overhead. So there we are. We have a victory. Was it 20?
To 7.
So we only made it to 20. We had a lot of the turn to go, perhaps. So a lot of the next turn to go. And I think it was really actually coming to a head in a way, wasn't it? Though I was able to kill 2 Teratons, and that's the real core of the close combat force, wasn't it? Your sniper went early.
Yeah, I think that was a big problem.
Yeah, the crawl
Missing
went,
sniper.
so all the close combat stuff was off. I didn't manage really to squash your force like I might want to, though. You had a lot of normal guys awake at the end.
Yeah.
Your Grogan,
Yeah, he was still alive.
he was still alive as well, and could have been useful at the beginning of the match, though.
Yeah.
Some funny smoke from beardy Incas
Yes.
prevented him really making a difference right at the beginning there. So there's a lesson. I think Incas are good. So for you, what did you think of the battle? What did you do well?
I thought the scenario was a very interesting one.
Thank you for that.
The race
Yeah.
element to get to the landing pad. I think once you got these 2 guys here, Goliath,
That's right, the ogre, yes.
Ogre, sorry,
Yeah.
and an
Feels
assassin.
like Goliath, yeah.
With their armour, it's very difficult
Yeah.
to take down.
Yeah.
I've
And-
got very little AP
Yeah.
to tackle that. So
Because I haven't really looked at what armour means in this game yet, because I've played Rebs as well.
Yes.
And we don't really do armour a lot. But armour saved wounds all the way through this game, didn't it? So, true for your leader as well.
And the Nameless do have lots of shenanigans.
There are shenanigans. I think the disadvantage you had there is you're playing a list that you didn't really know.
Yeah, it's the first time I've faced Nameless.
That's right. And I've played them once before, and I just had more time reading the list, really, making the list. So
But
there was a
I
certain
think
advantage
next
there.
time I'd do 1 or 2 things differently. The
Yeah.
list would definitely be different.
Yeah.
With more AP in it. And I'd be very conscious of how fast
Definitely, just pin them down. Yeah, I mean, that's something you were saying is the shock trooper maybe wasn't the thing this time.
Yeah. It's only the second time I've used it. I used it yesterday against some VM. That's
a sphere leader or a sphere lancer.
The sphere lancer is definitely in the future.
Although a sphere leader would have given you the AP2 gun for nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or for the same price, so maybe that one.
So the Rin Nomad leader, although it's just Rin Nomad.
Rin, that's right. But the Rin Nomad's amazing.
Cool.
He's cool.
I don't think he'll be relegated, I think.
Yeah, well, the Nomad's amazing because he gets to use 2 attacks in one turn, so he's great.
Yeah.
But as a leader,
as
maybe...
a Repsol leader, I'm not quite sure it's
no,
the same.
because his shield saved him more than his armour, really, didn't it? So, but yeah.
So I think Sphere Leader next time.
Sphere Leader to have a go. And I think a lot of people are trying the Sphere Leader. As I say, you get this AP2 weapon for the same 20 points that you're paying for the normal leader, aren't you? I think another thing you did well is you used the splat blooming well.
Yes, that splat is excellent.
You didn't forget to use the splat.
No. It's a big thing, the splat.
That's it. I think that's something I didn't do well, is I wasted dice. I wasted commanded dice, I think.
You've got one more than me.
That's right. And then I didn't always use them, so I was, there I was paying for the points for the extra dice, and then, a bit wasty.
I think there's a real sweet spot of results on those dice for you.
That's right.
With the movement and the shoots.
That's it. That's it.
But a good game.
A good game nonetheless. So what would I change about the scenario, perhaps? A bit more cover up there, maybe? Though maybe it should make you vulnerable being up there.
I don't think it's affecting things.
No. I think what I would do is lower the victory points you get for killing.
Yeah.
And keep the victory points for getting to the objectives the same.
Yes.
So I might -1 victory point. So 1 victory point character would be worth nothing.
Yeah.
And that would make you run for the end more.
Rather than taking the fight.
Definitely. And that would have changed the result here a lot as well, because you could concentrate on killing big stuff, and it's only worth 1 or 2.
Yeah.
There's no point really doing it. So, but it is worth a fight. You still get a good fight.
Put the emphasis on grabbing the land.
Absolutely. You would still be fighting and shooting each other. You'd just be doing it up there, wouldn't you? So the sun has set on the battlegrounds. The Nameless are in charge. But what for Starfall next? Be careful as you go forwards into the tunnels. We go through the abandoned Maison lab that we've just been able to defend. It's another. It is, isn't it? as we explore the dark. What's that? Oh my goodness! What is it? No!